When it comes to ARK, hidden base spots are a key to survival if you want to stay away from all the chaos. So we proudly present top 10 hidden base locations on Crystal Isles. Coming at number 10, we have this base spot at 50.9 and 77.5. Here it is on the map. But this base spot is pretty good because you can easily put a cliff platform inside and easily build, and it is just completely out of the way as there's no rock drakes in here anymore, meaning no one's gonna ever come down here and look for your base. So I thought this would be a pretty good spot, and I thought that there was a mesh hole in the top, but apparently there's actually not. It leads right back into it, so that's good to know. But as you can see, it looks like it goes farther down, but it really doesn't. It just kind of clips off there. But it's perfect enough to put a cliff plat and build a little turret wall in the front, and it's perfect for a base. Coming at number 9, this base spot is at 40.8 and 73.7, and here it is on the map again. This base spot is pretty well in a good spot. It is on one of the floating islands, one of the bigger ones, and this is probably the most hidden base spot that I have ever found on this map so far. I came across it by accident, and that's how I came across all these other ones, but look at this. You wouldn't even expect a base spot to even be right here. And this is a pretty big one too, but look at this entrance. It has one entrance, very small. You almost can't even get through it. I don't believe a turtle can, but I know stegos and golems and all that cannot get through this entrance. And I checked up top, there's just a dino spawn up there, which is really weird. And then here's the real room right here. This spot is hard to get into. I had to cut the video because it took 20 to 30 seconds just to get in there and get out. But look at this spot. It's almost impossible to raid this if you build it right, and the fact of people even coming across your base spot is almost impossible. Coming at number 8, we have this space spot right here. This can be found at 31.2 and 50.5. Yes, you guys can't see it yet, I know. But here it is on the map. And it is inside of this cave that I believe I was on live stream of, showing you guys this cave. If you didn't check that out, there should be a video up in the description, or either just on the channel. You can look around and find it. But we did a first look on every single thing on Crystal Isles. Anyways, you come to this cave, there's a giant water area. You just have to be careful, because if an alpha tribe or something does block this off and claim this cave, your base spot is kind of screwed. But other than that, you come over here, and basically it'll be up in the corner. It is a spot that is very unsuspecting. You'd even have a base spot there, but the best idea from what I could think of is to put a cliff plat down and just build on that. So that's going to be for the majority of these builds. Coming at number 7, this spot can be found on Eldritch Isles at 31.6 and 76.2, and here it is on the map. Again, it can be found on Eldritch Isle on the ice part down below. Just be careful because there are some dinos that could kill you, so watch out for that. But you run past here, and I've already tested this. You cannot use a raft and go through the iceberg, because I know there has been some glitches in the past with that. So don't worry about being raft rated in this spot. But This is a pretty decent spot. It's out in the open more than all the other ones, but it's still really hidden. No one would really expect you to be here. So this one can be rated a lot easier, but it's still pretty hidden and has a small little entrance, but it's not that big. It's just a small area for maybe a 5x5 to fit in here. But yeah, see, it's not that bad, and it can fit a small base, and you can also put a Tech Jenny back in there if you're on unofficial.
But I will stay, I will stay. Just take a leap of faith, we'll find a way for you and me. Can't look back and run from what I feel inside. There's no more time to hide, because
Coming at number 6, we have this spot that it can be found at 48.1 and 73.7. Just know you will have to find the cave first, but it can be found here on the map. Cave is pretty easy to find. Just look for the giant crystal on the floating islands and just fly around in that area until you find ruins. You'll be able to get in here. There are many of these little areas in here, but this is the biggest little area that I could find for it. And it's just out of the way, and nobody would really expect the base to be here. It's not big, so it's really meant for solo players, which you can use some of my solo base designs. You guys should go check those out. But anyways, yeah, it's a pretty small area, but it's just perfect, and no one would really ever look here.
help me find the right words to say.
Coming at number 5, it can be found here on 74.2 and 25.9. And here it is on the map. It is in the Tropics, where the crystal wyverns spawn, but it can be found in between these two giant pillars or arches, whatever you guys want to call them. But it has a little water area, so you can use that for maybe breeding dinos, water dinos, or you can get a vacuum chamber and build in there. You can probably fit a decent sized little vacuum chamber base in there, but it also has a little bit of land on top of it to build in. You'll see here in a second. So yeah, you can really build whatever you want in here, but it's not too big, so again, it's for a small tribe. But yeah.
Can't forget, 'cause what we got so intense.
Coming at number 4, we have this spot that can be found at 70.0 and 44.3. And here it is on the map. And this spot can be found in between these two little, I don't know what you call them, just desert things, let's call them that. But this reminds me of the Valguero spot, where it has a little area inside where you can build in. I don't know if okay, it's kind of hard to explain, but you guys get what I mean if some of you guys know once you see this. It's built with the same kind of layout, and it is pretty close to, it's like it's in the canyon area on Valguero. But yeah, this is a pretty decent spot. It's for a small tribe again. You can probably fit a 2x2 or whatever, put some cliff plats, maybe some hanging towers, and this would be pretty hard to raid if you set it up right. Coming at number 3, this can be found at 73.6 and 21.7. And here it is on the map. Again, it is in the Tropics, pretty close to the last one. This spot isn't as hidden as other ones like the one from earlier, but it's still out of the way. No one would really expect it to be here. You can get raft raided a little bit easier, but still it's set back far enough to where I'm pretty sure you can run out of turret range, so you should be fine on that. But if you set up a little turret wall, it's pretty much perfect. It has everything that you need, and it's a good enough spot just to start out. Coming at number 2, this spot can be found at 57.6 and 35.4. And again, here it is on the map. It is pretty much in the tropics. It is a little bit off past the tropics though, but on the map it still qualifies as the tropics. And it can be found in this little area, which actually points out to where the base spot is, so you can always find it, which I like. But it's very unsuspecting that there'd be a spot here, and I don't even really know how I found this. I guess I just found it by accident by just running into walls. But it doesn't even look like there's anything there until you fly up to it. And then in the back, it looks like this. So yeah, it's pretty big. It's really narrow, but if you get a cliff plat, put a few cliff plats in here, it should be perfect as long as they're not clipping outside, and this would make the perfect starter location or hidden base spot. And then finally, coming at number 1, just letting you guys know these are not all like from best to worst, so just to let you guys know that. You found at 51.7 and 81.9, and here it is on the map, also known as Apothesis or the Floating Islands. It can be found right here. Again, there's so many different areas on the floating islands to hide bases, so either way, you should be fine no matter where you build on here. But this is a pretty good spot as it has a little flat area, and if you put some cliff plats and put some like hanging towers, it's just perfect.
I'm falling, tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling. I'm falling, tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling.
But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and also leave a like and leave us some feedback in the comments just to let us know on what you guys thought, and also please let us know on what we need to improve on and what you like better about this video than our last video. So just let us know pretty much anything and we will respond to you. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.